Hi and welcome to another Elementor coffee break short video tip. In this tutorial I want to show you how you can combine multiple different elements inside Elementor to get a little bit more creative with your page headers. So if you take a look at this example, you can see that we've got this sort of painting texture, but we've also got some of the painting itself showing through. So where you've got the heads of these old men. This is two separate images that are combined inside Elementor, so we can get more creative, change the colors, change the image on a page by page basis very quickly. So let's take a look at how we can do that inside Elementor right now. Okay, so I've got Elementor open and I'm using Ocean WP as the theme of choice in this example, but it doesn't matter, it's not theme specific. You should be able to use this on pretty much any theme you want. Now it's really easy to do. All we're going to do is create a new section. So we're going to say add new section, set this to be a row, and what we're going to do is we're going to set this to be full width. So let's click on that. Stretch the section out, leave it boxed for the content so we can keep the content contained inside there. That's fine. And what we're going to do is content position is going to be middle. Everything else can be kind of left as it is. But what we want to do is jump over to the style section. And inside here, what we're going to do is we're going to choose an image for our background. So we're going to click on there and we're going to upload two images. So I've already created these. One is my texture, the other is the image that I want to use. So what we're going to do is this is going to be the background. So we're going to click on the image that we want, the texture, insert that in there, and you can see that now as the texture in there. So let's just position that where we want, which is going to be center, center, for example, and we'll set this to be no repeat, and we'll have it to cover. So that's now going to cover the entire thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to come into the background overlay. Come into this, come down and add another sort of background color image, whatever you want, but this time we're going to choose an image as opposed to a color, and we're going to choose the second image we want, which in this example is the painting. Insert that. Now you can see that automatically picks up the overall image. So we've got full texture and everything in there. Let's just set the position and so on for this as well. So center, center for that, and we'll set the size to be cover again. So you can see that now positions it. Actually, let's set that to be center top. Now obviously we're losing a big chunk of that, but what we can do now is we can adjust the opacity on this to get it where we want. Now just to see that a little bit better, let's just add some padding inside there. So let's go to advanced, and what we're going to do is we're just going to include some padding into the top. So let's just say 200 top and 200 bottom. So now you can see, if we just click back on this, we can go back into our style. We've now created a dual layer effect. We've got our image, which is semi-transparent and allows us to see through that, but it's seeing through to the underlying watercolor texture. Now you can use this in any way you want. You can get really creative with it. We can come in and adjust the opacity again, so if that's a little strong, we can drop it down. If we set it to 0, you can see we're just seeing that watercolor texture. If we bring that up, you can see we're now combining the two elements together. So it's a very quick and easy way of creating something a little bit more interesting than just an ordinary background color overlay or a gradient overlay or anything. You can just combine those two things. And that's all there is to it. We can now, if we wanted to, simply come in and do things like drop a heading in there to set this as a heading section, and just quickly come in and style that the way we want. So everything looks pretty cool. And let's just say we want that larger and so on. So there's our heading, and we'll put a little drop shadow on there, set that to be solid, and offset by couple of pixels, drop the blur down a little bit so it kind of looks a lot harder edged, and there we go. We've created our own heading kind of thing. So let's just contract that up. So you can see now we've combined two different images as opposed to just creating a color or gradient overlay to get a little bit more creative with our page headings or sliders. And there you go. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to do. Well, I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button to be kept up to date, and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we add new content. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback on this video, or anything else you'd like to see covered in future tutorials, please pop that in the comment section below. And until next time, take care.